Oh, man, this should be fun tonight. These teams love to let it fly from deep.
Oh, both these teams live and die by the three-pointer. If they're both on, we'll have a really high-scoring game. But if not, we might have enough bricks for houses at both ends.
Now here's Bridges. Back to Brunson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Daniels passes to Alexander Walker. Pass to McCollum. The 3-ball. Knocks down the long J.
Off the pass, McCollum can be instantaneous. He doesn't think, he just shoots.
Here's Brunson. Got it.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's a Kongwu. Three-pointer. And the Hawks with another 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
McCollum against Brunson. Towns outside. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Atlanta. Daniels outside. Outside, Alexander Walker. Picked up by Kongwu. Let's go with a 3. Towns with a rebound. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Bridges outside. Pass to Brunson. Over McCollum. And there's Brunson. That one's good. On the assist by Bridges. 6 points for Jalen Brunson. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's McCollum. Down low. And he buries his first look.
You know, at the offensive end, McCollum does a little of everything for you. I mean, that was a great pass.
Pass to Towns. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. And the last few seasons, Legs, C.J. McCollum playing mainly point guard, but for his career, mostly at the 2.
Yeah, listen, he can play either, certainly can be a lead guard when he needs to be, but shooting and scoring off the dribble is really his bread and butter, and he can get to it from any angle, any platform, in any situation.
Great player regardless.
Absolutely.
So it's the Knicks now, following the 3-pointer by Atlanta. McCollum with a steal. Pass to Okongwu. The 3. And the Hawks with another 3.
With confidence and ability from long range, I love it. McCollum's able to space the floor and keep the defense honest.
Now here's Brunson. He has 6. Towns, that's good.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's McCollum. 9 points in the game. Step back and fire. Hart pulls it in. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for New York. They trail by 3. Outside Brunson. Towns, a screen on Daniels. And here's Brunson from the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Pass to Daniels. Towns against Okongwu. Now here's McCollum. And he lobs it up top. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Brunson against McCollum. Back to Brunson. Up and over McCollum. And it's New York scoring again.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Now here's Alexander Walker. The D's right on him. Okongwu, a screen on Bridges. And Atlanta misses again. And the Knicks with possession. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Pass to Anunoby. 4-3. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson passes to Daniels. To the inside. Alexander Walker with it. He's against Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Daniels misses. The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Brunson. Kicks it out Towns. Fires the 3. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Atlanta's gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to McCollum. And Anunoby pulls it down. Now the Knicks with it. Good momentum. 8 straight points. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a three-point play.
2 shots. 5. Elbows. 2.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
And that one falls for Towns. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A., he just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Hawks trail by 5. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Daniels. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Johnson to stop the drought. And Atlanta misses again. New York has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's Bridges. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Yeah, nimble play by Bridges inside, navigating the contact and getting to his finish.
Okongwu, pass to Alexander Walker. Okongwu, a screen on Bridges. Back to Okongwu. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Towns, a screen on McCollum. McCollum against Brunson. Pass to Towns. Outside Hart. The 3 is up. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Yeah, and for Towns, great awareness at the offensive end.
Hart passes to Brunson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. It's stolen by Daniels. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And you can argue Onyeka Okongwu is a little undersized at the center position, but it's hard to overlook his impact, Tim.
Well, that's because he contributes in so many areas. Blocks, steals, rebounds. He can make plays, you name it. And he keeps adding to his game year after year.
No good on that one. So for the Knicks, Robinson comes in for Towns, and Jordan Clarkson subbed in for Hart. Atlanta also making some changes. Kuminga, he's checked in for Alexander Walker, and Vincent is subbed in for McCollum. And he's good on the second. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
So guys, Trae Young's contract in Atlanta was coming to an end, and both sides could not reach an agreement on a long-term contract extension. So trade talks ensued, and Trae Young finds himself in a new destination that now makes him the lead franchise guard in a new home.
A new day. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. And Atlanta with possession here. After the basket by New York on the other end. From deep, Johnson. It doesn't go for him. Knicks leading by 9. To the paint. Here's Bridges. Uses the glass on the layup. Bridges has got his second bucket on the night.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They're firing on all cylinders, executing the game plan coming in.
Back to Vincent. There's the triple. Gets the three to fall.
If he gets any daylight out there, he is capable of knocking that shot down.
And here's New York now. They're on a 20-6 run. Back to Brunson. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
And here's Kuminga. Yet to see a basket. Now here's Daniels. Pass to Johnson. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Vincent. It's hauled in by Robinson. New York has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Now Brunson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
We always talk about getting high percentage shots, and they are teaching a master class in that right now.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Risache comes in for Johnson, and Kispert is subbed in for Daniels. That free throw good from Brunson. Hawks trail by 11. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, thanks a lot. The Knicks are able to play 5 out, and Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back to you, Brian.
Tons of spacing. Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Brunson. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. And he banks in the layup. Brunson's got 18 points in the game.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Now here's Landale. Pass to Risache. Out to Kuminga. Here's the three. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Here's Brunson. He's got 18. And a big finish by Robinson.
You know, there aren't many players who are more efficient in the pick and roll than Jalen Brunson. I mean, he has mastered that set.
Pass to Risache. Takes a three. And it's New York with a rebound. On the wing, Clarkson. Landale defending. And he hits it and gets hacked. A three-point chance here if he can convert.
Yeah, what a play by Clarkson. Has the concentration to finish through contact.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for New York. Alvarado comes in for Jalen Brunson. And a change for the Hawks. McCollum's checked in. And that one misses.
And at this stage of his career, Clarkson really knows his role. A highly effective scorer who looks to decimate defenses.
And so Kuminga will bring it up for the Hawks. A 12-point game. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Alvarado outside, inside. And it's powered home by Towns.
And that's the kind of physicality you want to see from Cat, using his size down low.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. McCollum with it. He's got 9. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the tray. McCollum's got 12 points in the game.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
And so it's New York with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
So it's the Knicks now, following the score by Atlanta. Now Landale hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Back to Ricochet. Fires from the wing. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Clarkson outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. Here's McCollum. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Kuminga with a screen on Clarkson. And here's Kispert from the arc. They get it back.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Alvarado, pass to Towns. The 3. Down goes the three-pointer for Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh, the big man is smooth from range. Have to put a man on Towns, that's for sure.
Outside Ricochet. Pass to Landale. And here's McCollum. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Towns looking for an opening. Here's Shamet. New York working the ball around now. Robinson passes to Towns. Clarkson outside. Off target from 3-point range. Hawks trail by 8. Kispert outside. Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Now here's Alvarado. Still without a bucket. Kicks it out Towns. 3-pointer. And a big finish by Robinson.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebound, one of his specialties.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. New York making a switch here. McBride's checked in. New York on D. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Here's McCollum. He's got 14. Banked it in off the glass. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter. And great passing, so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, B.A., is I think the top of the list belongs to a center. Trey, Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability, unquestionably the best we have ever seen at the center position.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
Maybe never will either.
First one falls for him.
And no matter what the chatter is out there, all Big Cat does is produce on a nightly basis.
For the Knicks, OG Anunoby's checked in for Clarkson. Bridges comes in for McBride. And Brunson is subbed in for Alvarado. Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. And so Towns nails them both.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
And here's Landale. No points yet. Here's McCollum. The kick out to Johnson. 5 on the clock. From behind the arc. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Beyond the arc. That one is off. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 8. Pass to Landale. Outside Rizachet. This one for 3. Counted from distance.
Yeah, get used to seeing that. Rizachet will be nailing threes for many years to come.
Towns outside. To the middle. Here's Robinson. Carries it from about 10 feet away. Robinson's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Hawks trail by 7. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Landale. Here's McCollum. Brunson defending. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
And McCollum doesn't back down from anyone, including inside where he challenges defenders.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. Down the first one. Hart's checked in for New York. Atlanta also making some changes. Okongwu comes in for Landale. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Rizachet. And McCollum drops them both. New York leading by 5. Outside Brunson. Towns outside. Jacks up a 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists in the game.
And what a luxury to have a big man who can score like Towns. He's been unstoppable here.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's Kuminga. He's got 11. Pass to McCollum. And a foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul. And the Hawks making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And the Hawks with possession here. Pass to Daniels. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Brunson with the rebound. Knicks leading by 8. Now it's Hart, covered by Johnson. And Hart throws it down.
Just such good vision from Brunson. He's able to spot a guy ready to attack.
McCollum against Brunson. Releases from 15. Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
He's doing everything he can to keep them in this game, finding good looks.
Now here's Hart. 5 points in the game. Here's Towns. Towns getting it done under the hoop.
I mean, I'll tell you, Towns is so dangerous on the offensive glass.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Back to McCollum. Daniels outside. Pass to McCollum from the arc. That's a miss. And he's 7 for 11 from the floor. For New York, they've gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. Here's Brunson outside. No good on the shot. Hawks trail by 10. Quickly becoming one of the most feared defenders in the game, Tim. Dyson Daniels.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves, Brian. Daniels is always engaged. Every second he's on the court, and he's right there lurking for a deflection or a steal.
Here's Hart following the score by Atlanta. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. All right, Tim, let me get your thoughts on this NBA rule change. End of quarter heaves don't count toward a player's three-point percentage.
I love it.
Shot.
My paycheck directly reflected my shooting percentage. So we've seen players purposely let that thing go a split second after the horn. I think we should encourage guys to try to make that shot.
Nothing better than the false hustle, let it fly after the buzzer went off. Not anymore, though.
Absolutely. Very, very true.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Outside Johnson. Pass to Daniels. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Connects from downtown. Alexander Walker's got 6 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Brunson with it, covered by Alexander Walker. Brunson gets it done.
And no matter how the D's coming at him tonight, Brunson has adapted. And that's what great scorers do. They figure it out.
Kuminga with a screen on Brunson. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Brunson defending. Robinson with a steal. Brunson looks it over. Down low. And a big finish by Robinson.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Okongwu. Robinson with a steal. Bridges outside. Now here's Brunson. And he lobs it up to the rim. And a big finish by Robinson.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Anunoby. Right side, Brunson. Launches a 3. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. Ricochet, he's checked in for Atlanta. Hawks trail by 14. Daniels outside. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Daniels, a screen on Hart. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. Knicks shooting with some fire. 66% in this one. Outside Brunson. Shot from 12. And Mitchell Robinson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Kispert's checked in for Ricochet. Hawks trail by 14. Now here's Alexander Walker. 6 points for him. Picked up by Okongwu. Daniels outside. Okongwu, a screen on Anunoby. 6 to shoot. Daniels finds Okongwu. Robinson with the block. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. New York leading by 14. Outside Brunson. It's Bridges on the wing, defended by Kispert. It's stolen by Okongwu. Pass to Alexander Walker. Kispert outside. Back to Alexander Walker. To snap the cold streak. Buries it from 3. Alexander Walker's got 6 here in the quarter.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Bridges passes to Brunson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Outside Hart. Launches it. Okongwu with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Kispert. Outside Johnson. Now here's Alexander Walker. Brunson defending. Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. And here's Kispert. And Atlanta hits again from deep. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Brunson with it. 23 points in the game. It'll count. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get close. And hold.
The previous play is under review.
The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the score as we end the quarter.
Good move to review that shot. That was really close to counting.
And so it's the New York Knicks finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Back to the game after this break.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the New York Knicks.
They're moving well on offense, great teamwork. Maybe not as strong as our teamwork, but whose is?
How about your old Lakers team?
What I remember seeing, they pass the ball into Shaq, Ernie, and it never comes back out.
That's why they call me the Shaq Hole.
And looking at where the Knicks stand in this series, I'm curious. You guys both played in a lot of playoff games. What's a game one like?
To me, it's the most important game of the series. A chance to come out strong, set the tone, Ernie, like getting everyone on notice. And game ones are really the best chance for the underdog to sneak in and steal a win.
Yeah, you say that, Kitty, because you're the underdog around here. You better not be stealing nothing away from me. Stay away from my snacks. I'm the alpha.
Well, glad the whole pack was able to weigh in on that one. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with them. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
Hawks trail by 8. McCollum, the pass to Okongwu. Here's Alexander Walker. Back to Okongwu. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. To the paint. Outside Brunson. Hart finds Brunson. Back to Hart. Shot clock at 6. He shoots it. Atlanta with the rebound. Outside, Alexander Walker. Okongwu with screen on Bridges. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. It's a one-on-one situation. Bridges outside. Back to Hart. Here's Brunson outside. Rebounded by Johnson.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
They get it back. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Johnson. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. There's McCollum with the 3. Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 8 rebounds in the game. Now here's Brunson. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. New York again can't hit. Hawks trail by 8. Daniels outside. Pass to McCollum. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
And that's a savvy move from McCollum. A defender doesn't know what to do with moves like that.
Brunson passes to Hart. Now Anunoby. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Towns for 3. Misfire there. Now 7 for 11. For Atlanta, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And in the first year of a 5-year, $150 million extension, Jalen Johnson, a key player for his team moving forward.
And he's coming off that shoulder surgery, an injury which ended his season prematurely, and he's a lefty, so hopefully that won't be an issue going forward.
Let's not forget he's Milwaukee tough, too. Here's Hart, following the three-pointer by Atlanta. Back to Brunson. Up and over McCollum. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Daniels. Outside, Alexander Walker. And the Hawks with another 3.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Outside Hart. Out to the right wing. Right side Brunson. Clock at 6. Cans it from the wing. Brunson's got 25 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Johnson. He has 7. Johnson a screen on Bridges. Alexander Walker. And another basket for Atlanta.
Well, his scoring ability is why this game is all tied up. A few more key possessions like that, and they could start to pull away.
Here's Bridges. Back to Brunson. Brunson brushes off the D.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
Now Daniels. Still no points. Right side, Alexander Walker. Over Bridges. The Knicks with the rebound. Outside Brunson. There's the 3. And Brunson won't miss many of those.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
McCollum, the pass to Alexander Walker. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And obviously we know so many kids dream of being a professional athlete. But when did that become a real goal of yours, Legs?
Well, B.A., honestly, about the age of 8, I thought I was headed for the major leagues. That all changed with a 7-inch growth spurt in one school year. Decided to try basketball for the first time, and man, am I glad I did.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Bridges outside. New York working the ball around now. Hart passes to Bridges. Outside Brunson. From deep. Atlanta with a rebound. Okongwu's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's McCollum. He's got 22. Johnson a screen on Brunson. Inside. It's stolen by Hart. To the inside. Here's Bridges. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. Nickeil Alexander-Walker picks one up. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New York.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 6-point game. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Here's a Kongwu. Pass to Daniels. Towns against the Kongwu. Now Johnson from downtown. A rebound by Bridges.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss was just on him.
And Hart throws it down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Now here's Johnson. 7 points in the game. Atlanta again missing. Outside Brunson. Harton screen on Johnson. Brunson passes to Hart. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 7 tonight.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. And here's New York now. They're on a 15-4 run. Bridges passes to Brunson. It's Hart on the wing. And an Obi for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to McCollum. Outside Johnson. Fires in the triple. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Outside Hart. And here's Anunoby. Bridges outside. Takes the 3, and the three-pointer goes. And the Knicks lead by 11.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And here's McCollum. He's got 22. Pass to Okongwu. And here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McCollum outside. Let's go with a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. They've led by as many as 14. Now Brunson. Brunson rushes in. And the layup is good. Brunson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Now you see Brunson with that quick dribble. I mean, that is a nice play.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Out to the wing. Outside Johnson. Shoots over Hart. And it comes off the front of the rim. New York with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Brunson against McCollum. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got his 4th rebound in this one. Brunson against McCollum. Bridges outside. Towns on a screen. From behind the arc. And Mikal Bridges hits from deep. Bridges has got 13.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Now here's McCollum. Johnson a screen on Brunson. And there's the lob. It's stolen by Hart. And now the Knicks on the break. Up ahead. Here's Bridges. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Nickeil Alexander-Walker picks one up.
You love the assertiveness Bridges plays with, accepting contact while he's trying to score.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Robinson, he's checked in for Towns. Sohan comes in for Hart. Clarkson's checked in for Anunoby. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Brunson. That's good from Bridges. One falls, so he hits both of them. Hawks trail by 20. Now here's Vincent. And he lobs it up. Robinson with a steal. Pass to Sohan. Here's Bridges. Now here's Robinson. Back to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Clarkson for 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got his 4th rebound in this one. Landale, the pass to Kuminga. Vincent outside. We've got 1:23 left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Kuminga. No good off the glass.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Now here's Bridges. There's the triple. They grab their own miss. Robinson gets the bucket.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Vincent with the ball. Alvarado defending. Pass to Rizachet. To stop the run. Clarkson grabs a miss. New York leading by 22. Bridges outside. To the paint. Here's Robinson. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. But Porty's checked in for Sohan. Oh, free throw no good for Robinson. Well, Tim, one of the more freakish athletes in the league is Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah, Brian, he is electric in transition. His skill level and IQ are still developing, but it's really hard to put a ceiling on his potential.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
Screen by Robinson for 3. Bridges on target from range. Bridges has got 14 points now in the second half.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the Knicks. He's been an offensive force, now with over 30 points after the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Towns on a screen. Clarkson for 3. McCollum pulls it in.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Landale inside, working on Robinson. Goes up on the baseline. Landale misses. Knicks leading by 22. Alvarado outside. Pass to Shamet. The 3 is up. Rebounded by the Hawks. Kuminga's got 6 rebounds in the game. McCollum outside. And here's Rizachet. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Kispert outside. Here's McCollum. Fires for three. The Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Robinson passes to Clarkson. Here's Towns. McCollum defends. Clarkson for three. Kuminga pulls it in.
It's just not his night from the three, but this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
And Risache gets it to go.
Yeah, great look for Risache. Close in, gets it done.
Inside. It's stolen. Landale with it. McCollum on the left side. Off the mark there with a three.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Back to Towns. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Towns has got 22.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
Here's Clarkson. Kispert grabs a miss. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Shot's good by McCollum. 24 points for him.
And McCollum excels at everything on the court. And man, he is putting on a show.
Alvarado, the pass to Robinson. Now here's Clarkson, defended by Kispert. Towns outside. There's the three. That one doesn't drop.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Kispert, the pass to McCollum. Now Landale, outside Risache. Back to Landale, out to McCollum. Fades away. Again, Atlanta.
And oftentimes, you just assume McCollum's J is going in. He's this good of a shooter. It's incredible.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. New York making a switch here. Brunson's checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for Kispert. On defense, the Hawks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Clarkson passes to Shamet. Towns a screen on Kuminga. Here's Shamet. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. And so McCollum will bring it up for Atlanta. Pass to Kuminga. Outside Johnson. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Brunson against McCollum. 5 to shoot. And McCollum slams it in.
They're defending the pick and roll. You have to stop the ball, especially when it's C.J. McCollum controlling it.
Towns a screen on McCollum. Here's Brunson. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Brunson's got 11 points here in the second half.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
The three from Risache. sends it home from three-point land.
And you see how dangerous Ricochet can be from deep, especially considering how fast his release is.
And he lobs it up top. And a big finish by Robinson.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. For three, McCollum. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Brunson. To the wing, right side. Here's Towns. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
Now here's Ricochet. Johnson for three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Knicks leading by 21. Pass to Shamet. Now Robinson. Landale defending. Towns down low over Ricochet. And there's Towns on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Outside Johnson. Pass to Ricochet. Lays it up and banks it in.
And there's the ability to finish for Ricochet. Nobody scares him at the rim.
Now Brunson. Here's Towns. Fires the three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Towns has got 9 points now in the second half.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let him get that good of a look.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
New York has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Oh, swiped away. McCollum with it, and Clarkson picks him up defensively. He swipes the ball away again, and that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Towns a screen on McCollum. Brunson. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to McCollum. Here's Kuminga. McCollum finds Kuminga. Tries it from 16. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Clarkson for 3. It's hauled in by Landale. The Hawks have gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. And he's going for the lob. And Kuminga throws it down.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Here's Robinson, and a big finish by Robinson.
Brunson with a 6th sense. I mean, always knows where his teammates are.
For Atlanta, they've gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor. On the wing, Ricochet. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Landale, and the layup is good off the glass.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
Brunson passes to Robinson. Towns, left side. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 31 points.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
McCollum taking his time here. Landale with a screen. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Left side Brunson. Chalk up 2 there. Brunson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Such a strong floater game. Just another part of Brunson's expanding arsenal.
Here's McCollum. Good work there as it goes.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Clarkson outside over Ricochet. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Outside Kuminga. Back to Landale. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. The three from Rizashea. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Yeah, good mechanics and a high release. Rizashea's shot is pretty refined and ready for quick attacks like this.
Pass to Towns. Three-pointer. Hits a three-pointer. Towns has got 34 points.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And Rizashea gets it to go.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
New York leading by 22. Here's Shamet. Back to Clarkson. Towns outside. Robinson, a screen on Johnson. Pass to Clarkson. Clock at 4. Back to Towns. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Landale. And the Hawks shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Knicks.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Karl Anthony Towns.
He was all over the place, pressuring ball handlers, jumping the passing lanes. His steals made a huge impact on this game.
On the push, here comes Atlanta. Oh, and Johnson slams it in. 52 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Brunson passes to Towns. From deep. The rebound by Atlanta. McCollum outside. Launches a 3. Not going to go that time. And here's New York now. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Towns outside. Down low. Here's Robinson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. And they start out the postseason with a bang, a big-time victory.
The attitude they came out with was aggressive. They wanted to set the tone from the jump, and they did just that.
For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.